One more time. It's time to celebrate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Sing that tune.
One more time. Back. Again. With another episode of Decent at Best. My name's Reese Kitts. To my left, I have my beautiful co-host,
Garrett Faust.
Garrett, how you been, buddy? How's your stomach healing after last episode?
Muy bien.
Yeah?
Muy bien. Yeah, that was... I don't find myself dreading this episode.
No, that's good.
I didn't see any fish sauce on the table,
None.
so...
We still have it. We still have it here, but
Yeah?
we don't have any plans for it. And
No.
please don't make us have any plans for it.
Yeah, please don't make us do something like that again.
We were joined with a couple of our friends the last 2 episodes.
Yeah,
We had some people come on, yeah. Guests are fun. We plan on doing more of that in the future. So send us in some guest ideas. Maybe you want to be a guest on the show. Send us an email.
Yeah.
All of that at decentatbestshow@gmail.com. I feel like I don't plug the email enough.
Yeah, I feel like they want to send emails, they just don't know where to send them to.
Yeah, so send them to this. Those of you who do know we have an email, send us a lot of questions. Maybe
Yeah.
those of you who don't know, maybe you want to send us in some stuff. Also, we take stuff on Twitter. I think we actually got some DMs and stuff.
Yeah, DMs on Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, so that'll work too. But yeah, so how's everything been? Classes started back.
Classes start back, getting back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
I'm taking jogging this semester.
Oh, how's that going?
Have
you jogged yet?
I've yet to jog. We'll see how that goes tomorrow.
Well, I hope it goes well.
Yeah, I really don't want it to be in the gym and like everybody's watching me run around, struggling, winded, sweating.
Do you think they are pretty good at jogging though? That they signed up for jogging because they want to jog?
I seen the people in there looked athletic.
No.
There was one person I was like, yeah, if I can outrun anybody, it's
this
you.
guy. You sized up the competition
Yeah.
early. I feel like they're all kind of in the same position as you, where you dropped a class, still needed 12 hours, so you had to pick a 1 hour credit class.
that's what happened. But at the same time, I need to get some exercise.
Yeah, I mean, it's
my
not a
New
bad
Year's
class to take.
resolution.
You're right. You're on your way.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
You're doing it. Man, oh man.
What about you? How's
Classes
school?
been? They're so far so good.
Hardest class this semester for you? What is it?
For me, it's hard to tell, but screenwriting, it doesn't look hard. It just looks like it's going to have the most work to do.
Time consuming.
Yeah, there's something due every class. So
That sucks.
yeah, they're fun assignment. Like this week, we had to pick occupations and like weird character traits. So my very first one was a clumsy funeral director. Like that was one that was given to me. So I have to create a pitch for that, or kind of like a log line for that. Maybe like a film or a screenplay that would involve this character.
That's cool.
And mine was what would happen when a family-owned funeral home is it's going to be closed down because the government got word that this clumsy funeral director is accidentally dropping the bodies and mixing up cremation urns.
Oh God!
And I titled it "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Let the bodies.
So I feel like that was a good one. So it's like quirky stuff like that right now. Eventually, I think the idea by the end of it is to create and have a screenplay that you can go and shop around. I don't know. It's supposed to be like maybe 15 pages or something, which isn't a lot.
For you, maybe not. For me, 15 pages would take.
That's fair. But for a screenplay, it's like mostly dialogue. So you have to think it's like, it could be yes, and then like next, and then you skip the line.
So like, and is it like double spaced throughout the thing?
For the most part, yeah.
I love double space.
It's my favorite.
Yeah,
when I
that's
don't
the
have to
only
write.
reason. That's how I got my page limits.
Do you know how, if I'm a couple, you know how they're like, we want a full 5 pages.
Yeah.
And like, let's say you have 5, but it's not a full 5, like you're halfway down 5. And like, for the most part, you're done.
Yeah.
If I will go in and I'll change only the periods to a higher font. Because like, to the human eye, you'd never notice it.
Wow.
So if you change the period from, let's say you're writing in 12 font, if you change the period to like 16 or 18, it'll put you down like another quarter page if you have so much.
Because they definitely check like font size.
Oh yeah, they're checking that.
A period, you'd never
know. You'd never have any idea.
Wow, you have made a cheat code.
Yeah, that's a little tip for you for next time.
I mean, I'll never write.
Yeah, you're not writing papers
again,
anymore.
It would.
Do they make? Would they make you write like a paper in like a math class?
There's a 400 level class that you have to write like reports, and like a class I'm taking now, I have to write like reports as well. But he said, like he literally addressed in class that he's like, I know we're all engineers. Try to make
writing was our.
Yeah, he said try to make it as readable as possible.
That's nice.
Yeah, which I feel like I'm not a terrible writer. If it's like an essay, if I go through an essay, proofread it a couple of times, I feel like it's not terrible.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I'll write stuff, and then whenever I'm finished writing it, I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. And then like, you ever go back and read something you wrote a month ago, and it's just garbage? Like I'll read it a month later and be like, why did I think this is so good? This is trash. Like this sucks. This sucks.
No,
this sucks.
If I write anything, it is immediately turned in and never looked at again.
Again, that's fair. I also don't proofread for the most part.
Well, I say, but like with me, like if I do a math problem, it'll take me like a full day to work it out.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back like a week later. I'll go back and look at that, and I can just bust it out in like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it because you now know how to do something like that?
You figure out the process, because the hardest part is knowing like what goes here, then what do you do next.
Yeah.
And then you're looking for this, but you got to make it up somehow.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest. And once you figure that out, you can do them no problem.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, everything's been kind of chill recently.
It was syllabus week, so
we
really haven't started school.
So far, so good. I did get homework on the very first day.
I had homework before we started.
Oh, that's much worse.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining at all. To give everyone an update, I invested more into. I didn't explain the cryptocurrency I was buying last time, but it's called Ripple, and I'm not shilling. Shilling is when you talk highly of. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like when you talk highly of a cryptocurrency that you're invested in, so people will go and invest in it and raise the price, and then you drop out and you sell high. Not shilling, but there were a couple of people that asked. I invested more in it, and I've made $80 just from 2 days ago. I'm not going to sell it, so technically it's worth $80 more.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to hold on to it.
Technically, you have not made anything.
No.
You've lost a lot of money.
I feel like if anyone's listening and like being like, oh, he knows what he's talking about, I totally don't. I'm going blindly into this. Investing is totally weird, and I don't understand it at all. So
that's why I kind of wanted to do like a business major or a minor, maybe
to understand how the market works.
Like how because like you see like the stock market app on your phone, on the iPhone, or
what's the NASDAQ? What's the
like
Dow?
how it goes, like it switches constantly like between stocks, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, I don't entirely get it either. This has been a good like entry level for me to like kind of understand, but it's crypto, which is also a very new concept for anyone. There was a cryptocurrency that came out called Dogecoin.
Doge.
You know like the meme Doge,
like
DOGE. So this guy made a cryptocurrency called Dogecoin, and it was to show people, like, he made it as a joke. It was entirely just satirical, and it was a parody of like a Bitcoin. It's like, hey, I can make this and it's worth nothing, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like anyone can do it to kind of show them.
Yeah.
And it came out at like 0.00011 like a cents. And you could buy so much for so little.
Yeah.
And like people still bought it, and it went up to like 30 cents. And so people who bought 100 shares for like $1 could then sell and like make obviously not a lot of money, but if anyone bought hundreds of shares or more, like they then made money.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the wild, wild west. I've learned a lot.
To me.
Yeah, it's very weird. Oh man, we're 10 minutes in. Should we explain what this podcast is?
Well, if you haven't gathered from what we've been talking about,
decent at best.
Decent at best.
Yeah.
You send in questions that we have yet to answer, and we will do just like we've been doing.
We're just gonna
ramble on, and we'll try our best to answer it.
Yeah.
You may get a summed up answer at the end, but we will answer it.
We're gonna do our best, honestly, but our best is only so good.
Yeah.
So I guess let's get right on into it. Our very first question comes from a bum 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 bum. It comes from a guy.
A guy.
Do you have a guy's name for me?
Let's say it is Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls?
Yes.
Why Bear Grylls?
Why Bear Grylls? Well, I was thinking, what's a guy's name? Look at the California Republic flag. There's a bear. What's the next thing? Bear Grylls.
And then you look outside and saw a grill.
I wish we had a grill.
You saw me smiling and it was like grills.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got grills in.
Yeah.
Another update. I got grills.
He's been listening to a lot of Nelly.
Yeah, tons of Nelly recently.
Yeah.
Country Grammar, my favorite album. Is that from the Country Grammar album?
That's the only relevant album.
That's out of my wheelhouse.
Paul Wall, didn't he like make grills?
Does Paul Wall make grills?
I don't know if
he was a rapper, right?
Yeah, he was a rapper. I don't know if he makes them, but he told the Astros he would get every one of them a grill
if they won the World Series,
and they won.
Do they all get grills?
I think they got whoever wanted one got one.
Sell if I'm on the Astros, I'd sell my grill. Like, would you put grills in?
No, I wouldn't wear it. But if someone gave me a free grill, I'd take it.
I'd
little
definitely
memento.
sell it. Yeah. All right. Well, Bear Grylls writes, "What is your favorite animal, and how many of them could you eat?" Your pal, Bear Grylls.
Huh.
Thanks, Bear. This is fitting for the bear. That's the only reason it's fitting. What's your favorite animal, and how many of them could you eat?
Well, my favorite animal is a hyena.
And how many could you eat?
On
3.
one
That's
sitting?
what I thought. Huh?
One sitting?
Yeah, one sitting.
Maybe like half of one.
You think so?
Yeah.
How big is a hyena?
It's a little bit bigger than a dog.
You think so?
Your standard dog.
You say that so confidently, like you've seen a hyena.
I've never seen, but I've seen pictures of them.
I've seen The Lion King, and to scale. If I'm scaling it, about the size of a dog.
Yeah.
What kind of dog? There are dogs range in many different sizes.
Like a little bit smaller than like a golden retriever.
A golden retriever?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, it can hold its own. They got teeth.
Yeah. Okay. So why is the hyena your favorite animal?
Why is I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
In sophomore year, we had to do something in English. It was freshman or sophomore year. We had to do something in English where you pick one animal that was most related to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that or not.
I don't.
I picked the hyena. You know why? It lasts a lot. It's rare. It's a smaller breed.
Is it rare?
Yeah, it's rare. It's a smaller breed. And it's not the most attractive, but it gets the job done.
And you figured that
fits me perfectly.
that was right up your alley.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
How many could I eat? Like I said, about half of one. Really. I don't have a huge.
What if you're hungry, like real hungry?
Oh, real hungry?
Yeah. Let's say you were eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
It doesn't specify in one sitting. So I think
I could go through a whole hyena
in a day.
In a day, yeah. I don't know how much meat's on a hyena though.
I don't either. Are you skinning it yourself too?
Oh yeah, I'm Bear Grylls.
Yeah. Are you like proofing that meat too, or purifying it?
Well, I gotta put a little marinade on it.
Oh.
Season it up.
I use some of that.
I'm not gonna eat
seasoned
raw
salt.
meat.
I mean, some people do it.
Yeah, well, some people, not me.
Some people eat the placenta.
Nah.
That's not considered raw meat, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's not meat, but
it's not meat. Like whenever they had a kid,
still raw.
Well, I heard it's like really good for you, right?
It's like it has
all
lot
the
of, like,
nutrients and like stuff you lost.
Yeah,
you're eating it back.
but like
no.
I'll take
I'll
take Flintstone vitamins before I gotta eat the placenta.
They have like a whole recipe book on what you can do. Or
with the placenta, yeah. They definitely do, and I've seen that. That's really weird. Like how to make a nice
placenta brownie,
key lime pie with a placenta
with a hint of placenta.
It still tastes like spoiler. It still tastes like placenta with a little bit of lime.
I can hear what's his name, Gordon Ramsay. The placenta on this.
Put the placenta on the grill. On every time he drops it. On. You're gonna want to make that medium rare so the juices are in.
Yeah, the juices flow really nice.
Yeah, nice.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Yeah, everything has salt and pepper.
His kitchen's so nice.
Yeah, it is.
Man.
What's your favorite animal, and how much of?
I don't really have a favorite animal because I'm not a 5-year-old, but
You're not a what?
I'm not a 5-year-old. I don't really have a favorite. I love dogs. Like I would want to own a dog.
But
I guess
did you
technically
sit and
they're
eat
my
a dog?
favorite. No, see that's it. Well,
Yeah. Well, how hungry?
yeah. Hold
How
on.
long's it been?
You know, I am legend. if I'm in that situation and food's getting a little scarce, listen, there's no one else on the earth to judge me at that point. No.
Okay, I Am Legend has the saddest scene when the dog dies.
Do you really think that's the saddest scene in the movie? In a movie that you've seen?
And-
What's the not the last movie you cried in, but what's the movie you cried the hardest in?
I haven't cried in many movies. I will say, I don't know that I cried when I watched it, but I'm afraid I would cry now is Pursuit of Happiness. So I refuse to watch it.
Yeah, that one is sad. Marley and Me, of course. Did you watch Marley and Me?
I've seen I didn't cry.
You didn't cry in that one?
No.
It's sad. The dog dies.
Dog is out every day.
It's my dog. He's dead. She. Wasn't it she? Anyways, Radio was my movie.
Radio, that's fair. I haven't seen Radio in a while.
It's really good. I
don't
scene,
like Cuba Gooding Jr.
That's fair. He does a really good job in this role.
Yeah,
though.
I'm sure.
It's like his good role. That and 8 Below.
Isn't it like a Disney movie though?
Radio? No, that's 8 Below.
Oh.
Yeah. That and 8 Below, his two best roles. Forget OJ. Forget OJ.
That's not a great resume right there.
He's Radio. He's mentally handicapped, and in the movie, he's like being taken off to jail, and his mom dies. Spoiler if you haven't seen Radio, but if you haven't, I don't really care.
It's like
it's old.
It's my age.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like there's a statute of limitation on.
Yeah, on spoilers. Yeah.
5 years. If the movie's been released for 5 years and you haven't seen it, you get spoiled. And like his mom dies, and it's like all the bad things are happening to him, and he doesn't deserve it. It's just pitiful.
He doesn't even know. Really.
So, yeah, and like I cried in Radio a lot. That one, and then my favorite movie of all time, Warrior, with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton.
You cried?
Yes, it's sad. I went and watched it with my brother in the theater. Tate, if you're listening to this, you may remember this moment. But we watched it in the theater on a whim, and it's become my favorite movie of all time. I just love that movie so much. It's two breakout actors. Like Tom Hardy's big now, Joel Edgerton big,
relatively big,
minus Bright, and then they are like at the end of the movie they're walking out of the arena and like they're crying, his arm's broken, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Tommy," and it's like a brotherly movie. And then like I went and saw it with Tate, so like we walked out of the theater and I was just like tearing up, and I looked at him and I was like, "I love you." I was like, "I love you too, dude." I love you, dude. What the fuck, dude?
That's hilarious.
But it's a sad movie. I've always said a squirrel is my favorite animal.
That's not fair. People eat squirrel all the time.
I have had squirrel. I have had squirrel.
I've never had squirrel. I've heard it's really greasy.
It is greasy. It's gamey. Like think wild, and that's kind of how it tastes.
Well, I love like wild turkey. You can't beat wild turkey.
Oh, do you really like wild turkey?
Wild turkey's the best turkey you can have. So
are you crock potting it though? How are you making it?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually had wild turkey. I just remember eating it and be like,
That's
this is the cream
turkey.
of the crop.
Yeah, this is the upper echelon of the turkeys.
Yeah.
The wild turkey. You got your regular turkeys that pull up to school with their little books, and then the wild turkey comes in on the motorcycle.
Yeah, on the Harley.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah.
It's me, wild turkey. I'm the cream of the crop. Top of the
All
food
the
chain,
girls
baby.
want the wild turkey. He's a little bad.
Yeah, he's a little baddie.
But not bad enough that your mom and dad won't like him.
Like
you think you can fix him.
You can change him.
Yeah.
But you can't change him. You'll kill him and crockpot him.
Yeah. Because he's the best turkey around.
He's the wildest turkey. Wild turkey? I've never had wild turkey, I don't think.
Really?
I've had just like turkey, Thanksgiving turkey, but those aren't wild as far as I know.
Those were frozen from a factory.
Yeah, for forever ago.
Yeah, wild turkey's really good. I had it from
But I've had squirrel. You haven't had hyena.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know how much of a hyena I can eat.
Yeah. I could eat like a whole squirrel. There's not a lot of meat on that.
No.
So
you can eat 2 or 3 squirrels for sure.
I've went hunting one time in my life. And I went squirrel hunting with Matt. Eli Turner was there, Chris Robbins, and our listeners have no idea who these people are. But
let's just say that Reese did not belong in this group.
No, I was so out of place. I was sticking out like a sore thumb. I had to put camo on. I was like, "What the fuck?" They can still see me. What are these animals are dumbasses if this is working. So we're out there in the woods. And I'll never forget this one. We actually shot a lot of squirrels.
That's also, you don't like guns.
I'm terrified of them. Yeah.
So it's hilarious that you're going.
The whole thing was just
general.
very weird. I was much younger, but we had shot a lot of squirrels. We actually got a lot, and
Did you kill any?
Yes, I killed some squirrels. Believe it or not, it was kind of like. Like when you kill someone in Call of Duty, and I know sounds very weird and like doesn't make sense, but like you get like this like. You feel like you've achieved something. Even with one kill, it almost feels like... Because then you want another.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I didn't like this. Because this is like appealing towards your most like animalistic instinct. Like, I don't really like... Why am I kind of liking this?
Why do I kind of want to kill Eli?
Yeah, why do I want to kill everyone here? I didn't get enough squirrels. I'm hunting what's that story called? The greatest game or the...
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That. But we killed quite a couple, and there was one, and there were all these squirrels in the tree. You had to be really quiet, and you had to listen for the rustling in the tree. And we see him. Matt was like, "Shh, there they are." And there's like 3 in the tree, and then next thing I know, he's like, "You get that one, I get this one." So we're pointing at different parts of the tree. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Just like shots going everywhere. Squirrels fall. And there's this one that falls, and like, this is so sad. This is going to be graphic. I'm so sorry, guys. But it hits the rock, and it's like, like when squirrels breathe because they have such like small lungs and hearts. It's like very fast, and this poor little squirrel was like laying on the rock, breathing, and like you got to put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, "Oh, this one, you got to shoot this one again." And I was like, "Oh man," I don't know, like he's so man, this is I know, oh, I'm with it now. Yeah. At that point, I'd come to my senses. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to.
Oh, these are real things.
This is like a creature, and like I get it, survival of the fittest. It's totally fine. I don't care if you hunt. To me, it just doesn't appeal to me. But it's laying there, and I'm like, oh, all right, buddy. I don't know. And Matt's like, I'll do it. He's like, okay. And like, this squirrel is like getting mercy killed right now. He's like looking up. I can picture in my head, this squirrel's like on the rock, like looking through the barrel of the gun.
Bastard.
And Matt's
say it ain't so, buddy.
Do it. He's just like, he opens his mouth and puts the barrel.
You won't do it.
And the next thing I know is just boom, and that squirrel was.
Oh yeah.
When it's close range like that, no more.
There was no more squirrel.
He was a sock. He was a squirrel sock.
I have a perfect story. Follow up this one. I used to bird hunt so much.
Really? You did used to hunt.
I killed so many.
Do guns and or hunting? Do you hate guns?
I have nothing against guns.
Okay. I don't hate anyone for owning guns.
No.
They personally, to me, I don't know.
I have a gun. I've shot it one time, I think. Once or twice.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I collect knives. I'm a knife guy.
Yeah.
Guns don't do anything for me. But I had a pellet gun. Me and Brandon kill, oh my gosh, every weekend.
They're slaying birds.
We had man.
On the power lines?
Oh, yeah.
That's where they congregated. And they kept coming back.
Yeah.
That was their little watering hole. They needed it.
It's funny that you bring up Eli, because Eli was at my house one day.
Yeah.
I killed a bird, or I shot a bird. It didn't die. It was laying there. And Eli's like, you got to kill it. And I was like, what do you mean? So I load another pellet in the gun, and I go to cock it, and he said, no, save the ammo. Throws a log.
Oh, no.
Crushes the bird.
Poor bird.
I mean, without thinking. I was like, It was like...
Save the ammo. As if you didn't have 80 pellets in your...
I had way too many pellets. Save the... Ammo was not the issue.
That's so sad.
And, it wasn't, a blackbird or a crow. Something because blackbirds, will take over nests and, kill the eggs of
I didn't know that.
bluebirds.
So they're kind of like pests.
Yeah, crows
Okay.
are definitely pests because like my mama has a garden right above and like
They just eat
they'll eat
produce.
like, the corn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to say it's good to kill
You come
them,
out there, the
but-
crows have a pot, and they've made corn on the cob. They've buttered it. Get out of here, crows!
Get on! But thanks for the food. Yeah.
They're gnawing off the kernels.
Yeah. They've made a gumbo in the yard.
Get out of here, crows! They've made just like buttered corn. They've made popcorn.
Yeah.
They've popped it over a stove.
I can just see them tossing it in their mouth too.
They've made a jambalaya.
Yeah, but this wasn't one of the. It was like a bluebird.
Yeah.
Like it was a robin or something, like a very pretty bird. I felt so bad, but I continued to kill.
But I wasn't done. I had to keep going.
I don't want you guys to think I was like a mass murderer of birds. I didn't kill that many. I missed a lot of shots. I shot more than I hit, which I feel like is typical for,
Your
someone
kill
who
death
hunts.
ratio wasn't too good.
my aim percentage was not good at all.
Oh,
My
man.
kill death ratio
was high.
Was high.
Through the roof.
No birds attacked me.
Right now, I'm 70-0.
Yeah.
Oh man, mine's squirrel. Yours is
Mine's
hyena.
hyena.
I'm
yeah.
saying I could eat probably. I don't like the taste of squirrel, but if I was forced to eat it, probably 6 squirrels.
Really?
Like the meat worth of 6 squirrels. I can also eat a lot. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you, Bear Grylls. Speaking of the one man who's like out here just slaughtering
actually
animals,
skinning
He's
squirrels.
doing
possibly
it to survive,
hyenas,
though.
Yeah.
Totally different. All right, this next question from another guy.
From another guy?
Yeah, another boy.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. Oh, that's a good one. All right, Jimi Hendrix writes in and says, do you have a theme for most of these names, or are you just...
Looked at Rock Band.
Gotcha.
Thought of a guitarist, and Jimi Hendrix's name.
Jimi Hendrix writes and says, hey guys, OMG, this show has completely turned my life around. I used to be 5'9" and fat. Now I'm 5'9" and fat, but I've got this awesome podcast to listen to. So my question for this week is, what's your ideal date, and does it end with sex? Also, will you marry me? Thanks, guys. What's your ideal date?
Sex till marriage.
Yeah, there it is. We sit around and we talk about how abstinent we are.
I clipped the chastity belt on my perfect date.
What's in your mind? It's a first date. You just meet someone. What's your ideal first date?
I think, like for me personally, I think an ideal first date. I don't know. I've always went to the movies, but that's not a
That's
good.
the worst first date in my mind.
Yeah, but it's the easiest.
It is the easiest.
I feel like back.
Let's say it's someone that you're gonna like be with in the long run down the road, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you eventually have kids with this person, and then your kids say, well, where'd you take? Now, granted, you can't have this mindset with everyone, but like your kids are like, hey, where'd you take mom for the first date? Oh, we went and saw Chappie.
I also don't want to say like, oh,
We went to see Itonia.
We just sat in the parking lot and
Gave her the old 1-2.
yeah, we about had you a little bit early.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, instead of movies, like something good.
For me personally, if I could go back and the girlfriend I'm with now, we talked before and we went to the movies, but if I could say like our first date was going to a baseball game, like a Smokies game.
That's a good first date.
I think that would be
a good
neat.
first date. But it's also hard to be like, this is the one I'm going to take to the movie. This was, because, I mean, I guess you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, my most recent first date was, we went out to eat. It was just at like a little tamale spot.
You don't anticipate something like
Yeah,
this.
you don't. And
So-
sometimes you don't even know it's a first date until it's over.
You're just, it's casual and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, let's just go out to have fun or
Yeah.
something like that. So, I don't know. If I was planning the future, and
Sure.
I could say like, oh, our first date was, I would say a baseball game. I just
Yeah.
think that'd be neat. Like, it's easy to, like, you
It
can watch
is.
the game, you can talk to them.
Baseball's so boring.
It is.
Yeah.
It kind of is to watch, yeah.
It's
Unless know
because
what's
you
going on.
can't tell me that you're having, because I'll say going to a movie is more fun. Like, as far as if it's a good movie.
Yeah, if it's a good movie, yeah.
You're probably going to have more fun.
I would much rather go see a movie than go to a baseball game.
But, like, a baseball game is just more unique and better to say afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's like post. Like, you're thinking, what's going to be better post this?
It's like,
because a movie, like, imagine
on Instagram, like, what's going to make the better picture?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Almost, you're entirely right. And I think that's a lot of what goes through people's heads now too. When they're picking out, like, if you're going on a date, and you want to post, maybe not a first date, because it's probably weird if you're like, let's take a pic for the gram first date.
Yeah, that's way too far.
Yeah, you're planning way too far ahead.
And the sex thing, I feel like if you go on a date with like, this is my opinion, you're going on a date with someone. First date, I feel like you shouldn't. I feel like that's, I don't know. And especially if you feel like you're going to be with this person a long time, I feel like you should kind of wait a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to have sex with them at the ballpark, right?
No, yeah. Wait till you get to the car.
Or at the Smokies game, you catch a pop fly with one hand because the other hand's going way down under, and you're what's a baseball reference? Like you hit a home run.
Yeah,
hitting a home run.
Mean, you use baseball.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why that was like hard for me to think of at first. I wish they had baseball references for sex. The most common one. Yeah, my ideal first date is just hot and heavy sex right off the bat. Like meet them and like 2 words. 2
words. You don't even know their full name.
Sometimes you don't need any.
Yeah.
You just
it's like Barney on How I Met Your Mother says, the later it gets in the night, the less words you have to use.
Oh, I forgot that was an episode. Yeah,
and he said by like 1 o'clock in the morning, you just have to send an emoji, and it's like the thumbs up emoji, and she sends like a winky back,
and it's go time. My ideal first date is, I guess if I had to plan out an ideal first date, is a hike.
It's fun, yeah.
It's fun. It's not a strenuous hike. You don't want to.
I don't want to take them.
I've taken a date on a hike one time before, and they cried because they couldn't finish the hike because it was so high up.
Where was it?
It was House Mountain.
House Mountain is kind of steep. Like,
it gets, especially in the hot, humid summer weather.
Yeah,
I will
say, like, House Mountain is like, it's like a constant hill.
Yeah.
There's no flat spots.
This is also before I was hiking a lot. It's probably cake now if I went back.
Oh, yeah. It's probably super short.
After the shit we've been through.
God bless.
No way. Mordor.
Yeah.
Fucking being told to turn back around.
The 10-mile we went on last summer. I'm excited to go on another one, though.
Me too. I like that one a lot. I almost want to go back, but then I'm like, then what? Yeah, like, how are we getting back?
Man, there were so many signs on us not to go. Like, keep going.
Do you remember? Okay, the tree. Okay, let's explain this just a little bit because we've lost people. There was a tree that was bleeding 100%. It looked like something from Game of Thrones.
It was like tar pouring
black tar
out.
coming from the tree, and we were like, and it had a face also.
It had a face,
and there was a book of poems beneath it, and we were like, oh, let's keep going. Yeah. And we kept going, and then do you remember when we rounded the curve and it was like a canopy of trees, and it was cold.
Yeah,
and like, wind was blowing downhill, and we were like, "Why is it cold? It's 88 degrees outside right now."
The tree was blocking the road, like the path that you go on, and we had to like maneuver.
Oh, past the whole thing was just.
And then there was that freaking bee that would.
Oh, I forgot about that. You hit the ground. I've never seen anyone so afraid of a bee. I didn't even know you hated bees like that.
I'm so scared of bees.
Yeah, you like legit hit the ground and started rolling.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
My hat got super dirty.
Oh, yeah. All of that was weird. And then I don't know if it felt like that to you, but at the very last end, where most of the end of that trail was just uninteresting stuff.
Yeah.
All of the good stuff was right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then everything else at the end. And it almost felt like we were going like in loops. Like I kept passing stuff like, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. What is happening here? I've seen this.
I wouldn't even paint. I just kept walking.
Yeah, at one point I was just like, my legs just have to keep going and keep going and keep going.
When we were getting to the end, I wanted to stop.
Yeah.
And I was like, we have reached 10 miles and we're not back.
And 10 miles isn't crazy insane. It's not a ton, but like we didn't just do 10 miles. Like we did 10 miles and then, but like during those 10 miles, go off trail here. Yeah. We eat, we look around.
Take
we're doing
pictures,
do some stuff here.
Awesome stuff.
So it took a good 5.5 hours to get through 10 miles. And so like doing another 10 back, not only would it be very tiring, but also
5 miles of this was like super high grass.
Yeah.
And
it's raining also.
Yeah, it was like misting. I stepped on 2 snakes.
Positive.
Yeah, 2 little baby snakes. I stepped on them.
So that's my ideal first date is just
hiking.
Yeah,
I feel like that could go. That's hit or miss though.
If like, you have to have gone on this hike before and you know
the trail.
IAMS is like the perfect.
IAMS is if you're
it is the perfect first date spot.
Yeah, IAMS Nature Center is the perfect hiking. If you're wanting to start hiking, that's the first one you should go.
I absolutely agree. To go do that river, the boardwalk one, and then go to Knoxville Urban Wilderness. Maybe do the marble quarry. Yeah, go get some food afterwards because you've earned it.
Or bring your food on the trail,
like we always do. So that's the ideal first date.
But I feel like,
and then hot and heavy sex right there in the woods. Yeah, with all the squirrels watching.
The squirrels that
high fiving the other guys hiking, girls and guys, maybe even a dog. Wow. I found a dog on the trail.
Yeah, you told me that story.
That was a cute dog, man. He just like came out through the woods, and then he had a number on his collar, so we called the number, and we were like, "Hey, found your dog," and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know. He just wanders the trails with me. He'll make shortcuts and then meet me at checkpoints." And I'm like, "What a good dog!
What an intelligent dog.
Very smart dog."
I barely know that trail, and I've been too many times.
Yeah, way too many. He was like cutting through the woods and just like meeting him, and so he's on his run, and he passes by, and the dog just skimpers away with him.
Oh my gosh.
He's a smart dog. Also, will you marry me? That was the last part of that question.
Currently taken. As of now.
Man. Polygamist, so sure.
Fair enough.
This
it's illegal in most states. I don't know if you realize
is polygamy illegal?
It was. I don't. Maybe not.
No
now.
way that polygamy is illegal now.
It was before.
I'm sure it probably was. There's no way that polygamy is illegal now.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
And I'm sure in some states, but like majority, you think?
I just remember when Sister Wives Sister Wives came on. Yeah. Like they almost had to stop the show because.
Did that not take place in Utah though?
Yeah.
And Utah is like synonymous for having polygamy because it's the place where most Mormons are from.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm being very stereotypical. This last question from a lady. Yeah.
Pink lady?
A pink lady.
Oh, that's the name. Pink lady.
Yeah. You know it. You love it. You appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's Pink Lady.
Oh, the name's Pink Lady.
Pink Lady, yeah.
Okay. Pink Lady writes in and asks, you go into a bar, an old man say, he say, hey, any drink you want, it's on me. What are you ordering? Good question. This is a very good question.
What am I ordering?
Yeah.
Old fashioned.
You don't like them.
Doesn't matter.
Any drink you want, on me. You're getting old fashioned? Any drink.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know what drinks are out there. I can't just order anything.
That's fair.
Old fashions are. I always say Jack D because that's like the only alcohol I truly know.
No, that's fair. I guess it depends on the situation. Like, is it just me? Are you just buying for me? Am I with friends? Can I get shots for the table? Is it like drinks for the table?
Let's hypothetically speaking, you just got off work. It's just you.
It's just me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. I don't ever want to get to the day where I'm just off work and I have to go to a bar. I just tap on the table. Johnny, another. Oh,
Not again,
Your usual
Reese.
Reese. And and he grabs the most bottom shelf vodka he has. It's pretty much
just keeps pouring.
It's Everclear.
He takes the little knob off that like stops it after a little bit. He unscrews that and just keeps pouring.
It pours too slow. This
Yeah.
one. He pours me a mug of just clear vodka. Actually, it's like misty vodka.
Yeah.
There's cornstarch still in it. It's not even distilled correctly. And I'm drinking just pure solid corn syrup. And that's my drink of water.
That's your drink order?
If I can order anything, if it's just me.
Okay, how about this?
Okay.
How about this? I changed the
Sure.
situation. It's just you for now. Like, you get there earlier than your friends are coming.
Any drink you want. Is he just going to get me this one?
He's gonna buy, for the now, he's just buying. As
He's
far
buying
as
me
you
the
know, he's buying you this one drink.
Okay. And I'm waiting for a friend to get there. Oh, man. Is it early in the night? Because I don't want to...
It's about 8:30.
I know it's beer before liquor, never sicker. And I never want to be never sicker.
I thought it was liquor before beer.
You're in the clear. Yeah, but beer before liquor, never sicker.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't-
So if you drink beer before liquor, you get never sicker.
Oh.
Yeah, and you never want to
You
get
don't
never
want that.
sicker.
No.
But I hate the idea of like going liquor first and then drinking beer, which is going to taste just like orange juice after a certain point. If you get a porter, it literally tastes like chocolate milk. You're like, what is happening? It's coffee. I don't know. Any drink. Okay, if it's any drink he's buying for me, I have to go top shelf. I'm going with I want a Tom Collins with the most top shelf stuff that you have.
What's a Tom Collins?
Tom Collins is a drink, and they drink it on what's that show? It's gin, simple syrup, lemon juice, and club soda, but they drink it on what's this? Master of None. I think it's one episode when they're at the bar where he gets a Tom Collins
Maybe.
or something
I don't
like that.
remember.
But anyways, I'll probably get a Tom Collins, and I want the most expensive gin that you've got, top shelf.
You know
Get it
what's
down.
always appealed to me? You know, I love, like, at one point, I don't know if they still do, Chick-fil-A had a watermelon mint lemonade.
Okay,
I've always wanted to try a mojito.
a
'Cause
mojito.
Doesn't it have, like, mint leaves in it?
Yeah, it's minty. It's a minty drink.
Yeah, I've always wanted, I like my breath smelling fresh.
Oh. For me,
Have you ever had a mojito?
no, I've never had a mojito. I
don't know what it consists of.
I don't like mint, just in general, the flavor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I want a dirty margarita. Hold the alcohol. Only olive juice.
Extra olives.
Extra olives, olive juice. They give me a jar of olives.
Stare
The
him
dirtiest
down.
margarita ever.
Yeah, stare him down while you say it.
Do you like olives?
No.
I hate olives.
Does
Ashley like olives?
Yeah.
No.
the olive theory isn't there then?
Yeah, I know.
Amber likes olives. Olive
But
theory.
Marshall didn't like olives.
Marshall actually did like olives.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Did Lily also like olives?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he said that before because she asked for him,
Ah.
but he in fact did like olives.
I
So I
think
guess it's
I
really
feel like
nice.
the majority of the world does not like olives.
Yeah.
I'm saying this blindly, but
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
I'm gonna go out on a limb
there.
and say that as well.
Because olives are just nasty.
When Food City first opened in Maynardville,
They sold out of their olives day one.
they had a little olive bar, and it was the most disgusting.
Are you serious?
I
They just had
promise
like
you.
different olives to eat.
olives and like cheeses? No. I think it was cheeses. Or
What
like,
a terrible charcuterie tray. We
It-
got
it
a
smelled bad.
nice Gouda Monterey Jack. We're trying to mix sharps and rounds here.
No.
Also, we have some olives.
It wasn't cheese then. It was like, I don't know.
What would you pair with an olive?
I don't know. It was like kind of thick consistency though, and they were cubes. I want to say like, don't they have like feta maybe?
Yeah, it's a cheese.
I can't remember what else was on there, But God, it smelled so bad. Like,
I bet.
passing through.
Ugh.
And it was like under a hot bar. Like,
Why would you?
lights.
Oh no! And
So
it's
they were-
warming up the
they were
olives.
baking.
And they're just boiling olives.
Ugh.
No thanks.
Someone had to clean that out too. Is what like thinking about it now. Someone had to like.
Ugh.
Someone from the.
Someone who liked olives though.
Yeah, I hope.
I mean, you never know.
It would probably be someone like me that hates them.
Garrett, go clean the olive bar.
the olive bar out of here.
Yeah. You take the napkin, you sling it over your shoulder.
God.
Oh man. Alrighty, well, that's the first half of the show. Wait, we answered that question. Old man says, "What drink do you want?" I'm doing a Tom Collins.
I'm gonna say mojito.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's a good one. All right, so that was the first half of the show. We're gonna go on to break, and we'll see you guys in a bit for our last couple segments. See you then.
Hey, Decent at Best listeners. I hope you enjoy listening to the decent boys over there. But I'm here to tell you about my podcast. I want to talk about my podcast, all right? I'm going to talk about it for a second. Walt, you talk about it.
Hey guys, it's me, Walt Braley, interim host of Sandwich Cast, Levi's podcast. And, why listen to one that's only going to be decent at best when you can listen to ours? It has no limit on how good it could be.
Or how bad it can be either. So, listen to the Sandwich Cast. We eat sandwiches, and we talk about them. We talk about these sandwiches.
We rate them. We tell you how good they were.
Yeah, and so listen. Sandwich Cast. You can find it on iTunes. And we're on Instagram at Sandwich Cast Pod.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, Sandwich Cast.
It's in your mouth?
And the decent boys are back. All right.
Sing that tune again.
We're back from break. How was your break?
It's good.
Peed again.
Yep.
Always
Every
peeing,
time.
man. Always peeing on
Small
break.
bladder.
Oh, man. So, for those of you who don't know, we like to do some little segments here at the end after we answer your questions. Our first segment is a segment that we do every podcast. It's called Guess That Sound, where one of us will, during the time from one podcast to the next, record a sound. It was me this week. It was my time to record the sound. We'll play it for the other person. That would be Garrett this week. And they're going to guess the sound. They're going to get 3 guesses to try and guess it right. And if they don't, there are no consequences. Because why would we do that to ourselves? It's our podcast.
Yeah.
Don't
Definitely not the fish sauce.
yeah. Well,
It's
don't tell
not
us what to do.
consequence.
So, Garrett, I've recorded a sound this week. Would you like to hear it?
I would.
Would you like to guess it?
Yes.
All right,
I will
here we
try
go,
my
buddy.
best. Okay, so you wet your toothbrush, put the toothpaste on it, brush your teeth, rinse the toothbrush off, spit, and then you got some water in your mouth, swished it around.
That last part I didn't do. I don't do that. Also, what toothpaste was I using?
Colgate.
No.
Stry?
No.
I don't know.
Tom's, of course.
Tom's?
It's like organic toothpaste.
Oh, sorry.
Crescent 3D White.
Really? Is that what you use?
I have both.
Oh, wow.
Well, in case I run out of the other.
Yeah.
I buy a backup. I just bought a toothbrush today.
What'd you get?
I ordered a toothbrush. Not sponsored, but it's called Quip. I wanted a toothbrush where I can just get like a head. I don't have to go and get a whole new toothbrush. I can just buy like a $5 head for it. So it's called Quip, and it's just like a little.
Is it electric?
Mm-hmm.
See, I
You don't like
enjoy,
electric?
No, I enjoy the finer things in life.
Sure.
And those things are like a good face wash. I feel like you should take care of your skin.
Yeah.
Lotion. One of the things that gets overlooked is a good toothbrush. Now, granted, I don't own a very good toothbrush.
I don't either until it's. I won't say it's good. I would say it's probably okay. Unless they sponsor us, then it's the best damn
Yeah.
toothbrush I've ever
Yeah.
had, man. Come on, Quip. Where are you, dude?
I love them too.
Yeah, man, we love their toothbrushes. Quip. I don't know. I haven't got it yet. I'll tell you how. I'll keep you updated. But my favorite, I like the design of it. It's really sleek, very nice. You can pick a color, and it's cool. But the whole thing for me was like, I don't want to, because like the toothbrush I have is like $10, right?
Yeah.
And like now I have to go. You have it for a couple months, the bristles get bad, so I throw it away. I have to go get a new toothbrush for $10 more, and like now I can just get a head for $5, and I have a nice, good electric toothbrush that's gonna vibrate pretty well. So it's like a investment almost for your teeth. Good
How
for your
long do
teeth.
you brush your teeth typically?
That was just a test sample.
Right.
That wasn't a good evaluation of
Lie
how.
to the viewers.
Yeah, 2 seconds at most. I touch it and then
If I remember to brush
it
them.
that morning. Yeah, of course. I brush my teeth for, I don't know, probably as long as my tooth tunes still go. How
As
long
long as
does
the Black Eyed Peas are still playing, I'm brushing.
How long does I want to rock and roll all night? Me and Tate both had tooth tunes. That's my brother.
I had the
Did you have the Black Eyed Peas?
I had the Black Eyed Peas.
Tate had the. No, I had the Black Eyed Peas, and then Tate had
What song was
Kiss.
it
Oh,
on the Black Eyed Peas?
Gosh,
can't
what was
remember.
it? It was from the one with the album with the green face on the front, right? It had to have been that one.
Cannot remember.
Was it?
That's such a cool
boom, boom.
concept. Thinking about it now, like if they had a new one
Tooth
out,
Tunes was ahead of its time.
yeah.
If they should come out with Tooth Tunes again.
If they made a new one with updated songs, I would get one for sure.
Really?
Yeah. If it was a song I liked,
and like worked well, because I remember mine didn't work that well.
you
like
had to really
brush to hear
Yeah.
it. I didn't know how that worked. Like, how was I supposed to hear those tunes?
Yeah.
But Tooth Tunes was ahead of its time. I'll go on record to
imagine
say
this. It has a USB adapter. You sync it with your iTunes.
that. Do you want to take this off the pod so like we can?
This is a freaking good idea.
Okay, no, but seriously, what were you saying?
Like you sync it to your iTunes account. Maybe you get to pick only one song.
Yeah,
but
like,
you can interchange that.
You
song.
could definitely put 5 gigabytes of storage for nothing inside a toothbrush.
Yeah, for sure. And you put a little playlist on there.
Yeah.
And it continuously play, like you can't skip or pause or something like that. It just plays as you brush.
Until you brush for an hour.
Yeah.
Until you brush the maximum amount of an hour.
Yeah.
And your teeth are gone and your enamel are gone.
You brush through your playlist, and that's that.
It's not a bad idea. I really think like had that come out today,
And it was good.
It would be probably
I
a
would
pretty good
not
idea.
settle for Black Eyed Peas again. Like
No.
that was the only song
Sorry.
that I was like,
They
oh,
said
yeah, maybe.
one, what can we get the rights to? Probably,
Yeah,
and then
probably,
two, what's popular?
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas and Kiss?
and family friendly.
Yeah,
You
and,
probably couldn't get an explicit version Lil Wayne song on.
Yeah, I want a Millie to play.
Yeah. I want Steady
million.
Mobbin' to
Yeah.
play.
Oh yeah, please. Those tooth tunes were good, man.
Do you brush your tongue?
I don't brush my tongue, and people are probably gonna say I'm gross for that. And
I've started. It's so hard.
it makes me want to gag.
Yeah, I gag every time.
Do you?
Yeah, but
Man.
I make myself do it for just a second.
I mean I feel like I got a clean tongue, man. I don't know. Do you floss?
I try to every now and then.
I am not a routine flosser, but I recently got those like floss picks.
I have some, but dude, I have a ton.
Well,
You
I
can
bought some, and they were like $3.
Yeah.
For like 50. So I'm a lot better at it now.
Yeah, I used to not floss specifically because I couldn't use those little things to
Yeah.
get behind my retainer.
Yeah, and these are so much easier to do that
Yeah.
too. Also not sponsored, dude.
Not sponsored, but if you want to send some
Yeah,
our
if you
way,
want to send anything,
really anything.
we are
just
not
a poster,
picky.
and
We
we'll
just
hang
want
it
to have
up.
that achievement in
Yeah.
our life. So I'm doing better when it comes to flossing. What else? I don't brush my tongue. I use mouthwash when I have it. But I don't.
A year ago, I used mouthwash every morning, every night.
Really? Do you brush every morning, every night too?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
What about after every meal?
No, I ain't got that kind of time.
What about after every hour? You're in class.
No. There were those people back in the day that just got their braces and were like super anal about it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I was that
would
person.
brush like after every
Yeah,
meal.
because your dentist was like, brush them. And your mom was like, I paid $8,000 for those.
I paid $10,000
Yeah.
for this mouth.
Which is true. Like 100% true.
But at the same time, that's not the case.
Yeah,
you
true.
don't have to brush after every meal.
So, how long did you have your braces? We both had braces.
Yeah. I got my braces in 3rd grade. And I had them until I got my bottoms off in 7th grade. I think I got my tops off 7th or 8th. I can't remember. I had them for 5 years, I guess. 4 or 5 years. That's ridiculous.
I got mine on my 7th grade year.
I still wear my retainer, though. So I'm pretty proud of that.
Do you still wear your trainer? Every night?
I wear my retainer. Not every night, but most nights. I may go once or twice a week.
I need to again. Like, I'll do it when I remember it, but not as often as I should. I got my braces in 7th grade and got them off my senior year of high school, maybe.
I remember because you prolonged your senior picture.
Yeah, because that's right. So it was my senior year. Yeah. And you can't stop licking your teeth. I think that's what everyone says.
Everybody licks their teeth.
It's the weirdest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
My teeth never looked better than that day, and they've now just degraded since.
Yeah.
Now I
like
don't
to get
have
some
any.
of those like whitening strips or something like that.
I've whitened my teeth before.
I'd like to do that. Like when I feel like so much will happen. I have so many expectations. Like when I get out in the real world, get an actual job, and
I'm gonna whiten my teeth.
yeah,
the small things
is on
the
top
small
of the
things in life. You enjoy like those very like minuscule, minute things. And to expound upon that, the very first thing you told me, not the very first thing, but one of the first things you told me was, I know I made it when I get a mini fridge in my room. You're like, I think that's cool. I can't wait till I can do that. I have a mini fridge in my room right now. I've definitely not made it.
I was gonna say, you made it.
No, I'm not.
Also, I'll know I've made it when like all my hangers are the same color. Not like you got a couple of black, a couple of pink, some clear ones you stole.
Hangers
from
are
the
not
store.
that expensive from Amazon. If you wanted to like shell out maybe $60, you could probably finish your closet.
I'd like to get some wood hangers for the nicer jackets I have.
Yeah.
Some like
I do have some wood hangers. And I use them for my coats and stuff.
yeah, they make like a wooden clamp hanger for your pants.
Oh.
I'd like to get some of those
rather than throwing them over the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually fold my pants though. I like them folded better because like they crease up and like get wrinkles in them.
Yeah.
Stuff like that if you put them on a thing. But yeah, I like the finer things, the simple things that no one sees, but you know they're there.
That you're appreciating.
Shoe trees. I have a ton of shoe trees for my shoes.
I have 0 shoe trees, but I don't know if I really want them to keep that for them. Like that the shoe tree will give them. You know what this podcast is? You guys are just listening to us talk about shoe trees and stuff. Yeah. And most of you probably aren't interested in that. But those of you who probably were, sorry. Well, I keep forgetting that when people listen to this.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys. We're gonna go on to our very last segment. And our last segment is it's always rotating. We don't do the last segment. Last episode we did taking shots of fish sauce. It was terrible.
Should never reoccur.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that again. So tonight, as it is 1:00 in the morning, we're recording for you guys. We're gonna do a rapid fire segment. We got a lot of questions in here. We're just gonna try and burn through some of them. So we're not gonna do names for the people. We're just gonna read off your question. So. You ready? This is going to be just first impression.
Yep.
All right. Gotcha. Just kind of right off the top of your head.
Right off the top.
All right, here we go. Do Siamese twins pay for 1 ticket or 2 tickets when they go to movies and concerts?
2 tickets, 2 people.
2 tickets for 2 people. Are they still conjoined? Conjoined twins, I'm going to say 1 ticket.
There's
Siamese
2 heads
twins.
there.
Huh?
There's 2 heads. That's 2 different brains.
That's conjoined, though, right? Siamese aren't conjoined?
Siamese twins are like
split
together.
In the middle? Oh, okay. Then 1 ticket.
I'm saying 2. There's 2 different brains.
That's fair.
2 people.
I would say they probably only carry 1 wallet, though.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
that for a fact. Can crop circles be square? No, they're crop circles.
Circles in the
If
name.
it was a crop square, it'd be a crop square.
Yeah.
And finally, where does the toe tag on a dead person go if they don't have toes? Easy, their ear.
And I'd say ear too. That's where they put them on a cow. So.
Yeah. So, going. If Jimmy cracked corn and no one cared, why did they write a song about it? Because I'll give you a little advice to Jimmy right here. Jimmy, you got haters out there, buddy.
Yeah, hate is gonna hate.
Hate is gonna hate. You cracked so much corn, and they did care, and they said they didn't care, but they do care.
Yeah.
They.
You got too much clout.
Yeah, Jimmy, you cracking the best corn.
Yeah. That's the corn.
You watch out for those crows,
yeah,
though.
That's the ones that crows want.
That
They'll get out there and butter that corn.
They
buddy.
will butter your corn, Jimmy, and those are the haters.
Keep your pellet gun locked and loaded, Jimmy.
You know what to do, Jimmy. Why do men have nipples?
I actually know the answer to this.
Why do men have nipples?
Because like where in the stage that like the embryo is growing.
Yeah. You haven't formed your X or Y.
The sex of the sperm hasn't been determined.
Yeah.
So it automatically creates
Nipples.
like breasts, so to speak.
Interesting.
For both.
Cool. That's wrong. I'm going to go with because it's cool.
Yeah.
And mine's right.
Yours is right.
Nutter Butter would have been better suited for a sex lube company name than a sandwich cookie. Wait. Nutter Butter would have been better suited for a sex lube company name than a sandwich cookie. Not really a rapid fire question,
That's
more of a statement.
A good
but,
point to make.
Yeah, I'll
guess.
go with that. Nutter Butter. I maybe would Nutter Butter would it have been better suited for a sex lube? Nutter Butter. No,
That
are you
seems
sticking
like
your
a gas
testicles?
station. That seems like a gas station brand, like something you get out of the little machine in the restroom.
I used to think this saying balls deep meant like you're just testicles and everything. Just all of it. How much can you until
you
you
tuck them in there
until you yourself have like
yeah.
gone it completely and been absorbed. If Buzz Lightyear didn't believe he was a toy, then why did he freeze every time a human walked by?
Oh, that's a bar.
So I haven't watched a movie in a while. I want to say he didn't start doing that until they convinced him he was a toy. Because I think one of the very first scenes was like him trying to
Escape.
he wasn't freezing and was like gonna go like,
Yeah.
But I don't know that for a fact. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. If that's the case, it's because he had Stockholm syndrome.
I think he was partially paralyzed.
Buzz Lightyear? No, you're thinking of Buzz Aldrin. Would you be willing to have your dominant hand's thumb surgically removed if it somehow guaranteed you immunity from all diseases? Immunity from all diseases? Yeah, fuck my thumb.
I'm partially
All diseases?
partially ambidestric, so I say F my right thumb, I'll write with my left.
That's a good one. I'm an Arkansasan. What's the worst / funniest thing you've heard about people from Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Why is it not said Arkansas?
Oh,
Enunciated.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. What's the weirdest / funniest? I don't know about Arkansas people. I don't really know. I don't know if
There's no.
people
I've
from
heard
I don't know any
nothing about-
stereotypes.
yeah.
That's the worst and funniest thing. We don't know.
Yeah.
You're not.
Kinda
they don't
like
even get
North and
enough.
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Nothing goes on there.
Sorry, guys. I have to ask G if you and Reese got the chance to get a piece of any woman in the entire world, who would it be?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yes.
My celebrity crush is
Or Paula Patton. Is that her name?
I don't know her.
She divorced Robin Thicke.
Oh, Robin Thicke's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's very pretty. Alicia Vikander.
Okay.
I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones. I love that show.
No, that's Amelia Clark. She's
Dang
also
it.
very pretty though. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your family and friends assume you have done? If I got arrested, what would you have think I'd done?
Indecent exposure.
Really? I would have been naked?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about me?
God, you. I think you would have stolen something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's like still kind of petty crime.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how much you stole, but I don't see you like murdering anyone.
I don't know. I
Or
really
hit
like
and run.
Dexter.
Like I said, I love shooting those birds, man.
Yeah. I can't get across that people enough.
That thrill was just something else. What sport would become the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? This is a very good question. Boxing.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see
Boxing.
drunk people box. I'm sure that's actual. That's so good that it's probably an actual thing.
Yeah, like in
But
an
I wanna
underground
see-
fighting club.
I want to see people win a lot of money for a lucky swing. I want you to give Floyd Mayweather his body weight in alcohol, and then Manny Pacquiao just so much alcohol, and then just let them go at it, settle it out.
Yeah.
That fight would have been so much more interesting. UFC too, I guess that also works. But the kicks, the only thing about boxing is at least they don't have to like lift up their leg to kick. So they can maintain some sort of semblance of balance.
If you're under the influence of alcohol and or drugs, and you go to kick somebody, you're down for the count there. You're not getting back up.
Last but not least, this kind of goes with our one of the ones that we answered a second ago. Male and female, what celebrity would you rate as a perfect all-around 10? Female, I think Alicia Vikander is a 10, a solid 10. Male, Ryan Gosling. Right off the bat, I think he's the most handsome man.
That's fair.
Besides me, man. I don't know, dude.
Other than me, I can't think of another perfect
10.
person. I gotta say Zac Efron for a man.
Yeah, he's up there. For sure.
Man, for a woman,
the only thing about Ryan Gosling that I think makes him even better is he's very funny. He can act really well when it comes to like dramas and whatnot.
Yeah.
He can like do very serious acting. He's musically talented. He can dance. He can sing. He can play instruments, and he's just handsome. So he's like the all around perfect.
My favorite thing about Ryan Gosling is that he's pretty funny. He can act pretty well.
Yeah.
He can dance. He can sing.
And he almost looks like
he's
me.
musically talented.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just an all around pretty good guy.
So the same thing then.
No.
Male and female. You think Scarlett Johansson is?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't keep up with female actresses as much as I do male actresses.
That's very
Yes,
sexist.
that sounds- No, I just like I don't think like I don't know. That does sound sexist.
Oh, you
but
said Zac Efron's your male though?
I really like Zac Efron as an actor, and he does cool stuff.
Michael B. Jordan is also.
Yeah.
They're both just cool people. Like, I want to have dinner with them.
Miles Teller, throw in the trio.
Yeah, that awkward moment cast with Ryan Gosling. Can that happen? But Ryan Gosling's like the new roommate?
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I've been saying that.
Or
That
like,
awkward moment.
Could he be like a dad?
He could be. He's a zaddy, man. He's from Canada, too. But like I've been saying that for the longest time. That awkward moment when it came out, good movie. Zac Efron was in his prime, but Michael B. Jordan was still up and coming. He hadn't made Creed yet. Miles Teller hadn't done Whiplash. Probably hadn't came out yet. No, because I think Whiplash was 2015, and that movie came out in 2014.
Whiplash definitely came out after.
And so Miles Teller hadn't done Whiplash, but also they all got jacked for. Well, I mean, Zac Efron's been athletic and fit, but Michael Jordan gets jacked for Creed. Miles Teller gets pretty buff for his role. So now they're actually like in their prime of their careers. Put them. I want a sequel to that movie.
Yeah, I do too.
Badly now with them, like as of now.
Yeah,
people would go see that movie.
I would.
Rockstar cast. You have to pay them so much more.
Yeah.
Zac Efron was by far the top billed there, and now it might still be Zac
I don't
Efron, but
know.
it depends on how Black Panther turns out. If Michael B. Jordan has a very prominent role, but he might be the new top billed actor on that role.
I don't know.
Miles
Zac
Teller
Efron's
still
in
got to
that.
take that backseat though.
He's still making money though.
Yeah,
so.
Whiplash. Out of all of them, Creed is my favorite movie from out of all of them. But Whiplash is, I think, objectively the best movie. So Miles Teller made. I mean, obviously he didn't make it, but he starred in the best movie out of all three of them.
Yeah.
And then High School Musical 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
A solid 10.
I guess if I had to pick a woman, it would. I don't know. I don't want to say Scarlett Johansson because I feel like she's not all around perfect, but
She's dating Colin Jost.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like Colin Jost.
Great guy. He's also very handsome.
I don't know that he's very handsome. I feel like he's your average guy.
He kind of does look like every other white guy. Like, we have the same haircut.
Yeah.
Then again.
Same build.
Yeah. But I don't know. He's also very funny, and was a head writer at SNL at one point, so good for him.
That alone is impressive.
Yeah, that's already very cool. And he's from Staten Island, which makes him worse, actually.
Really?
I don't know.
Wow. Oh.
People talk bad about Staten Island. I've never been.
People talk bad about New Jersey. Is New Jersey in
Just
Staten
in
Island?
general. Staten Island is...
No, Staten Island's in New York.
It's in New York. It's like the island part of New
Staten
York.
Island.
But I think it's very Jersey-ish.
Yeah,
like
pretty much
Jersey's ugly
Jersey.
cousin.
Yeah.
Or
isn't Casey Neistat from Staten Island?
I don't know. No, he's from Connecticut, I thought.
Yeah, Connecticut. You're right.
I don't know for a fact. No. All right, well, that's been our rapid fire. Thank you guys so much for sending in all those questions. We had so many, we just wanted to go through quite a lot and knock out a couple. So thanks for submitting, everyone. A lot of you suggested that we do some rapid fires, so maybe you guys got to hear some of your questions answered if we hadn't answered them before. But if you want to send in questions, if you have any questions, send all of that to decentatbestshow@gmail.com. We love to see we don't read them until we read them on air, so we do them at random, but we love
knowing they're there.
We love knowing that th're there, that we'll get to them eventually, we promise. So thank you guys so much for submitting questions, also listening. We're looking to do some big things this year. We got some big things in store, so we're gonna up this quality, keep it going up, and get some more guests on, and just kind of upgrade the quality of the studio. So everything's gonna be a little buttery on the mics and whatnot. Hopefully here soon. So keep.
If you have any ideas for a last segment,
because we need those.
We have yet to do the same last segment one time.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah. I feel like it's interesting.
I slapped your thigh one episode. That was our last segment.
And I kind of moaned.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a painful moan either.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know how to feel about that myself.
I'm still wondering where that puts me. But
if you have any ideas for segments, any ideas for anything,
send them in. decentatbestshow@gmail.com. We love it. Follow us on Twitter at decentat. It's our at is decentat.
Decentat.
Because it's a decent at name.
Yeah. And that's the only one that was available.
It was also, Decent at Best was taken. Decent at Best Show was taken. Follow us on Instagram if you type in Decent at Best, we'll probably be the first one that pops up, but it might be Decent at Best Show. And then, do you have follow Garrett Faust, follow Reese Kitts. We need those followers.
I need the followers back. I lose them all the time.
Oh man. That's bad.
It's depressing.
Every time I post something, it's a
I get
little
less
it's a little racy.
Yeah.
But it's a little blue and off color.
Publicly acceptable.
But I lose followers because of it. Oh man. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week. My name is Reese Kitts.
Garrett Faust.
And we've been Decent at Best. We're out.
Deuces.